Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Now in today's video I'll be showing you all the coins that I've bought recently, including one that I'll save to the end. It is absolutely amazing. It is really very special indeed. Before then there's some nice coins, some silver, some of the regular stuff, but do stay to the end because the final coin I'll show you is absolutely wonderful. So I won't waste any more time. Let's have a look at the coins I've bought this week. Right then, so we get straight into it. As always, the coins are in this box. A sneak peek to begin. Whoa! Now one thing I saw definitely there on screen was this. I'll begin with it. As it is, it's a nice coin, but it is sort of a mass-produced, standard coin that is only really bought for its metal content, which is 1 ounce of fine sterling silver. You can see this is a £2 coin with His Majesty King Charles III, and this is a 2023 Britannia. Now these do fluctuate in price, of course, with the silver price. This one here I bought for £33. Not good, not bad, but, it is what it is. £33 may as well, I thought. Now then, the next two are, we'll do these two first, like I said, actually, yeah. We have here just two sterling silver threepences. A bit dirty, but nonetheless, we have a George V here from 1919, quite a dirty one. But again, these were bought for silver price. I just paid £1 each for these coins. 1893. There's Victoria Veiled Head, so £1 each, and these will go into my sort of trough, my box full of sterling silver threepences, and this into my tube of Britannias. Now then, like I say, there's only one amazing coin, and the others are all fairly standard. I mean, I personally love this. This being a handful of silver, lovely stuff, great feel in the hand. I'll go through these now. As we can see, these are all 50% half crowns. So, and I paid, it was like 43 pence a gram for these. So obviously they're 50%, so that translates to 86p a gram or so. A bit higher than often I can get them, but still a good price, I would say. We have here 1922. Lovely stuff. That's of course George V. 1928. Different design of the shield, but still George V. We have 1933. Again, a lovely coin, great size, great feel to hold. These are about a quarter, there's 7.07 grams of silver, so these are about a quarter of an ounce each one. We have here George VI from 1946, so this is the final year that silver was in British coins. After this coin, 1946, the 1947 coins had no silver. George VI, 1941. There we go, lovely coin. Beautiful stuff. And again, this is a World War II era silver coin. So although it is a melt kind of coin, has got great history as well. George VI, 1945. Victory in Europe. Again, great history to these coins. I mean, I'm going to ramble on for a bit because this coin here, this could have been a freshly minted, brand new coin. And one of the first transactions it could have been bought with was, paying for a meal or a few drinks as celebrating the end of the war and the return of a family's, the father and the husband of a family could have been treating themselves to a night out or a meal out with this coin back in 1945 after victory in Europe. So great history to these coins. And I do prefer kind of the history side of things to just these, which are nice, but they do kind of maybe even look better, maybe not, depends. There's not really any history to these. These have got the silver and the backstory, so I love them for that reason. We then have 1942, and finally George V, 1920, so the first year of 50% silver. So all in all, we have here, how many are there? Four, so there's 8. So that is £1 in face value of sterling silver, 8 half crowns to the pound. There we are. So there's a silver side of things, and I will just sort of scooch these out of the way. But, I always do like to buy some silver here and there when I can. But the beauty now is something I have shown on the channel before. You've had a glimpse at it, but I haven't showed it off in a what I've bought video. Now, I bought this from RWB Auctions coin sale quite a while ago, actually. And I haven't got round to showing it off. But we can see here, this is the number 9 lot in the 25th of September 2024 RWB Auctions. Now, I will give a quick disclaimer before we look at the coin, so hold on. I got very lucky with this coin. I will show you the book and the prices it should, or kind of could be around in the book. But because this is lot 9 of 3, 4, 500 lots, there are some very nice things coming up, of course, in the whole auction. And I believe a lot of people are sort of saving their money, ready to bid for other things later on. And so this coin, right at the beginning, only a few minutes in, went under the radar. And so I paid for this coin just £25. That is right, just £25. So now I'll show you it and we can see if it was a good deal or not. Look at that. Now I'm not going to take it out of this thing for now. I don't really know how I will store it. It is together, and you can see it's kind of broken, but it is still joined, but it is very fragile indeed, as you'd expect a coin of this age to be. So there we go. Now I'll first say this is a coin, this is a penny of the reign of King Athelred II, or Ethelred II, Athelred II. It is on screen there, but it was, so old, pronunciation and sort of language has changed, as King Athelred II, known as Athelred the Unready, was king of the English from 978 until 1013, and then again from 1014 until 1016. So this coin is easily over 1,000 years old, most likely dating from the 900s, meaning it is, if it was from the earliest period, the 970s, it is almost a century before the Battle of Hastings. Well over a millennia ago, 1,000 years and more has passed since this coin was struck. There's some amazing history. This is now the oldest coin in my collection. But before this was my oldest coin was Henry II from 1150s. So sort of jump back about 150 years to King Athelred II. So a lovely coin indeed. We can see here the portrait of the king. So it is a left-facing profile bust, and we can still see his nose, his eyes, his sort of jawline and the chin, and all the sort of features of the portrait. And we can see it has been heavily clipped and damaged around the legend, but part of the legend is still there. I believe we can see FD or ED or something, part of the Latin legend around there. Now, like I say, I'm really scared to touch this coin or do anything with it. I do want to show you the other side though, but there isn't much to see. I will come back to you in a second if I can maneuver it around a bit to see the other side. A lot of you are probably screaming right now, as am I, but I do have it out here. Let me turn it around for you. So there it is in the hand. That was the obverse that we saw. Don't know the best way to do this. I'm going to put that on there, turn it over. Here is the reverse, so not too much going on the reverse. You can see the legend, again, obviously has been clipped off around most of it, and we have a simple cross to the center in this ring for the reverse design. So luckily, we have not the best reverse here, but a really, in my opinion, gorgeous obverse, especially for the age of this coin. Of course, it is not by any means in perfect condition, obviously, but would you expect anything to be in perfect condition after 1,050 years or more? So again, there we are, keep it in there. And a beautiful coin. Do let me know how to store this coin as well. It's just kind of in here, and it has been since September, kind of hidden away, and I've forgotten to show it for a while. So this video has been quite long-ish, but without too many coins, because I've been rambling about this one. Now, we all have different favoritisms. I am, to be fair, a milled coin preferer kind of thing. I do like the sort of 16, 17, 1800s coinage best. The hammered coins are amazing. I love them as well. And especially from monarchs I do not have. Athelred II is one I don't have. I'll do now. And from this age, it is absolutely mind-boggling to think. I mean, I could ramble for ages again about this, but the thing is, when something is so old, that it is old in historical times. For instance, this coin was maybe, 700 years old during the Civil War. And I like to think, where does a 700-year-old Anglo-Saxon coin reside during anarchy in the country in the 1600s? There's some amazing history to this coin. And if it could only talk, where was it during the Great Fire of London? Where was it during the Plague? Where was it during, the 1279 recoinage? All kind of things. Who owned this coin in 1462? So great history behind such coins, and it is a privilege for me to now own for only £25. And I'll finish off this by showing you the book price for this coin, which is much more than £25. So hopefully, as I'm not an expert, I do think I got a good deal on this coin. So I'll get the book now and we'll finish off with that. So here we go. As well, to put it into context, we have here Harold II. We have to even go, so there's William I, back in time, Harold II, Edward the Confessor, Arthur Canute, Harold I, Canute, and then back. So many monarchs before William the Conqueror. We have here Athelred II, 978 to 1016. Now, they're only of his reign pennies and other, two types of pennies minted, rather. So the last small cross type, which I believe is my one, the one illustrated here we can see is different, as it says there, with a different facing portrait and different design to the reverse. So mine is the last small cross type, which says fine 150, very fine 250, extremely fine 700. Now, I have no clue really how to grade hammered coins. I would say definitely this is not extremely fine or very fine. But to be fair, when we look at the portrait on this coin and, the overall, how it's survived for over 1,000 years, I would be fine to say that it is fine, if that makes sense. It's probably around about 100 to 150 pounds in this book that is from 2020. So I don't know an exact value. I'm not going to sell it, so it doesn't truly matter. But I think £25 is a very good price to pay. And I didn't say the price for these. I did, didn't I? They were sort of 80 something p a gram. £1 each for those and 33 for that. So overall, not a bad bundle to add to the collection. As always, comment down below your favourite, but I think today it is fairly obvious for me. So there we are. There are my weekly coin purchases. And of course, as always, comment down below your favourite. I think this week it is fairly obvious for me. Definitely that King Athelred II penny. I mean, what a wonderful coin, just to think of the history behind that. As I've said, amazing stuff to be able to hold that much history in the palm of your hand. That's the wonderful thing about coin collecting. Anyway, enough rambling from me as always. Merry Christmas to all of you, of course. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe as well if you've enjoyed, and see you next time on Bits and Bobs. Bye for now.